everybody in the credit came in, made the plays they had to make to win the basketball game. We knew they weren't going to be intimidated. They'd been to Florida already, and like I said earlier, hey, halftime we're down 1 in Florida, and 5 minutes ago it's 2 3-point games, so they weren't going to be intimidated at all. So they hung in there and got themselves back in the game, and down the stretch gained more confidence and made the plays that you had to make. I thought the play right before half was a huge momentum play. We had a couple bad plays in that last minute of the first half. We had a bad foul 50 feet in the basket in a 1-on-1, and they shoot that ball and get offensive long rebound, knock down a 3 before half. It's a bad possession. Versus 9 goes to 6 and gives them momentum. And they come out and score the first possession, second half. And from there, we never could get anything going. Zoned us. Didn't shoot particularly well. Didn't get raised enough shots, and we weren't very good in inside that zone. Get enough easy baskets on the inside of it.
How disappointing is it when you get as many opportunities as you did there in the final minute, the free throw line, and of course the tip in?
And this, all that stuff at the end of the game gets magnified. Those things are magnified. Those things was disappointing me, as I just said. It was those things right before at halftime. There's a 5-point swing right before half when we foul a guy 50 feet in the basket when they're in bonus, and we give up a 3-pointer after a missed shot, last second shot. Those are the things that disappoint me in that game. Going to the foul line, missing free throws. None of us like that. Unfortunately, that's part of the game. Some of those other things ain't part of the game, and those things that I don't like.
Can you talk about their play on the boards? They got a lot of putbacks, a lot of untimely putbacks.
Hurt us, no question. Those big guys hurt us down the stretch. Last 6 minutes, I hadn't seen the stats or running shot clock, but I'd say those guys scored most of those points down the stretch. Either a putback or a ball screen roll, got a couple on, but got a big one on Elgin over there. I don't even know what happened. They threw it to him. He couldn't move. He just stood over his head and he tried to move, just like his feet was in concrete. And there was a big free throw missed block out. What was the score there? 2? We're down 2? Down 1. Anybody remember that late in the game? Down 1 late in the game now. You give a free throw missed block out, and they score that possession in. They score. Where they up 3 or up 4. Huge possession right there. I remember seeing it on the Elgin side, and didn't make that quick move you got to make to go get it.
Anything you see in particular in the interior defense that was giving y'all trouble second half?
It's nothing more than we haven't seen all year long. They had some timely putbacks, dribble penetration. We come and help some. Missed shot, and that guy doesn't recover back to him to block him out. Those are bad things, but it starts with the dribble. And again, just a couple situations that I know I got Elgin there late in the game, and that's tough on him. But hey, I want this damn toughness in there at times. Just try to give us something. I trust him. I trust his toughness and experience a little bit, but his ability to move hurt me a couple possessions there. But I'll live with Elgin still, whatever it is right there.
Rayburn got, I think, 4 points in the second half. Was that more their defense or just not getting the ball to him?
Well, they play zone second half. Crazy it sounds. Shooters sometimes a lot easier to guard in zone than they are man because there's not as much movement. That's what they did. And again, you got to have somebody else make them pay now. They knew where Ray was. They cheated to him. You got to do 2 things against the zone. And one thing we're not very good at right now. You got to throw the ball to the inside the zone. You got to score it out. You got to throw it that block. That zone's spread out. Well, we try to throw it there more than we've normally thrown it there. Elgin got a few baskets in there tonight. It's just not something you can consistently do. And then you got to be able to dribble those gaps on. Your point guards got to do a better job. Neither one of our point guards is going to jump up and make a lot of threes. Those guys got to get in gaps and create some easy plays. Didn't do enough of that, Brian or Twine.
You talked Friday about emotion and attitude. What do you think?
We came out ready to play. Our team was ready. I loved our readiness. I had no complaints at the first half, man, except the 2 bonehead possessions right towards the end. When Jalen fouled that guy 50 feet in the basket out there, and a 1-on-1 for no reason, and that missed putback 3-pointer. Those are bad possessions. Our effort, our readiness, hey, I thought we were pretty good. They had 24 points at that point. They had 24 points the first 18 minutes of that second half. And they scored 5 the last flipping minute, our mistakes. So I love what we were doing defensively. We were ready. But again, that was a huge play. They came out and scored the first possession in the second half. Those are bad possessions right there.
Rick, does it frustrate you? You go through 4 straight games like this, and it seems like you've taken your foot off the gas in the second half. I mean, you had to have seen this coming. I mean,
I don't even take our foot off the gas. I'm just trying to get enough gas, keep enough gas on it, so we don't have to let off on anything. It ain't like we've been coasting. It ain't like we've had big leads and been coasting the second half now. No. We're not. That's not the case. We didn't coast and didn't take the foot off the gas. You know, we've had to come back in some games. We've been down at halftime in a couple games. Get down in the second half and had to put a foot on the gas maybe to get back. No, that wasn't the case. Tonight was something a little bit different. We seen a bunch of zone, and you know, again, they milked that shot clock down a bunch that second half. Made it a possession game. Wasn't a lot of possessions. Around 26. Here's a bad chart. You shoot 8 free throws. And, you know, that's a bad stat right there. Second half.
Is that it?
And again, we miss timely free throws. Hey, there's not enough margin for error of our basketball team to fight and battle back. And timely ones, I don't remember who all they were, but there's down that stretch there was 3 or 4 of them at least in that last. And those are the ones that's always magnified. But like I said, that's part of the game. It's those other things, those other mistakes you make mentally, defensively things that you got to correct. Can't do in close games. You just can't do them.